Alright, we back with Magik, the Demon Queen, baddie of Limbo, and this first arc was such a banger. I've been trying to get it out since issue 5. She unlocks a new demon form. It's amazing. What a proper upgrade from this story. This is the cover for issue 2, and we get into it. Cal and Ileana are in Tokyo, Japan, arguing about where the next seal is going to be. Cal wants to go with Magik along on a mission, but Magik doesn't feel he's ready for adulthood yet. This cafe waiter is looking for some friends, walks up and starts rizzing up Magik, invites her to a Battle of the Bands show, in a spot where there's a lot of disappearances, and it catches Magik's attention. Disappearances? You get off when? 2 hours later, they portal to the show. Magik sets a reveal spell, but something's blocking it. And boom, it's Ren live on stage, but not really Ren, it's actually a demon posing as Ren. Gathered everyone from music for one last sacrifice spell. And it was awesome, because when I first saw this panel, I immediately thought Scott Pilgrim, the bass battle and shit. It was fucking sick. Magik notices the incoming soundwave spell, locks the fuck in, gets Cal and the waitress out of the way, blocks it with her sword. That's definitely not Ren. What kind of mimic demon is this? Amplifying powers? And then these other demons are picking up humans with their feet. Look at the colors right there, amazing. You got the orange, the blue, nice looking panel right there, and then the red. But Magik can't use her portals because Ren's enchanted guitar is what's disrupting her powers. She also wants to find out why only mutants are being targeted instead of humans, so she needs to use her soul sword to sever the connection of the possession. But as she closes in, Demon Ren starts slapping the bass and strumming spells, locks Magik in place, frozen for a minute. And then she's getting annoyed. Darkchild is like clawing, itching to be released. So Magik's like, fuck it. Preacher Boy said to jump on the work. Don't let the work jump on you. And lets out Darkchild with those hawked ass legs, looking crazy. Demon Ren hits an amplified strum spell, knocks back Darkchild into the wall. Cal is trying to fend off demons with the mic stand, but notices that the frequencies are the key. Tries to warn Magik, but then he sees it's Darkchild. He's like, oh no, not again! Darkchild back in the mix, slicing up demons, trying to get back at Demon Ren, but can't land a killing blow because Ren blocked it with a guitar and lets out a fucking Kaiju number 8 roar. Darkchild starts spellcasting back, speaking that Limbo tongue, raising up the demonic hands of Limbo to take out the rest of the demons, which is actually what Demon Ren wants all along, trying to draw out Darkchild. Cal and Waitress are freaking out because Darkchild's getting too chaotic, but then Magik takes notice and is all like, oh, you know what, let me calm down a bit. You don't have enough energy to break the seal yet. Cal says it's spatial frequencies. An inverse frequency would cancel out this wavelength. Magik agrees and modifies her spells. Frequency divided by velocity. And this panel is amazing right here. A full 2-page spread where Demon Ren is strumming these spells still, bass battle Scott Pilgrim style. But then Magik is over here ducking and dodging it and shit. Look at her colors, her arms lit up and shit with the pink and the green. Amazing panel. I love this art style. And an epic pose for Magik right here, finally enchanting the proper frequency to break Ren's enchanted guitar and destroying Demon Ren herself. But as they get a moment to speak to each other, a fucking portal opens up below Magik. She falls down to a demon realm, which is Liminal's realm. Hello Magik, I am Liminal, and we are gonna usher in a new era of demon. Holy shit, look at this shot, amazing. A good cliffhanger as we move into issue 3, cover looking preem as always. But we pick up with Magik running away from Liminal because she's unable to use her portals because the entire realm is like a big ass rune. And look at this shot right here. Liminal is so intertwined with his domain that every time he snaps his fingers, he brings up manifestations from Magik's past, like Limbo's version of Kitty Pryde, which is Cat. Magik gives her the demon sidekick, kicking her all the way back to Liminal. He steps out the way, snaps 6 more constructs to fight her. He's basically trolling Magik, trying to get her to use Darkchild. But Magik ain't giving in, even though she does feel powerless right now, because on Earth, her powers can pretty much destroy any demon. But in Liminal's realm, she can only manage to push them back. He's trying to drive her insane by taking the form of Belasco, and then she leads his ass to a trap. She can still manage basic spells, bind his consciousness to a single form and prevent his means of escape, going for the attack. But Liminal dodges at the last second and drags Magik down with him, back to his throne room. I think there might have been a misunderstanding. Magik says, fuck all the talk, take this sword, revenge for the mutants you murdered. Liminal's all like, oh, I didn't murder them, they're still alive, happy and blank, ready to be used as dolls in my domain, and you about to be added to the collection. Magik says, I'm no object, I'm no tool, keeping me here means you made your choice, bitch, and she lands a successful sword strike on Liminal's eye, and he's like, oh fuck, enough! This is where we find out that Liminal's human form is actually a shell that he's building around his true form. Now, Liminal slept for centuries, but he woke up because the speed of modern life created more liminal spaces, and that's what weakened his restraints. He used to be an innocent little boy, but two mages wanted to grow their power, and they didn't want to sacrifice themselves for the ritual, so they used him, stripped his humanity, turned him into a demon. Human DNA does not yield enough energy to break the seals, but mutant DNA does, and that's why he's been killing mutants. He's basically simping for Magik because he doesn't want to be lonely, and Magik understands, but she can't condone that behavior. In order for Magik to be freed, she has to make a deal with Liminal for 3 weeks. He wants to take down her mental barriers to free Darkchild, and she has to keep Darkchild at bay. And if she does for 3 weeks, then he removes all traces of her past in Darkchild. He portals her to Tokyo, and then she has to track down Cal through tracking spells, finds him in Ecuador, and then she runs into one of her best friends, and the last person she wants to run into, Danny Moonstar, the mighty Mirage. Holy shit. And this is the cover for issue 4. Nice art style right there. And here we go, Sinner's grand opening. Start this shit with a bang. Look at this panel right here. Danny Moonstar with the enchanted arrows, Magik right next to her. They're having conversations about the deal that she took with Liminal. And Danny's been there since the beginning of New Mutants, so she definitely knows what Darkchild is capable of, and that's why she doesn't trust her. But look at this panel. They got some nice teamwork going on here with the bows and slices. You see what I mean? Look at this teamwork choreo right here. This panel reminded me of episode 11 of Solo Leveling when they were raining down arrows and shit. Amazing panel. Can't wait to see this type of shit in live action. And with Mirage, she serves the Society of Eternal Dawn, and their goal is to prevent impending apocalypses, and that's why she's here to protect the seals. Now, her enchanted bow, it's called Dawn Piercer. It transforms her psionic arrows to repel demons. They even came up with team attack names like Hook and Dagger that they came up with when they were 16. Yeah, they definitely peaked in high school. Fighting side by side feels like coming home. And then we have this flying demon that comes in, cuts the cords. Magik and Mirage go falling, but they instantly recover because look at this sick ass shit. Soul Sword surfing and arrow grappling. That was a sick ass shot right there. Liminal's influence is causing the forest to take on demonic qualities. Danny can see symbols of old magic on the trees. The seal is close. Oh shit, more demons lock in. This is where Magik realizes that Darkchild is more intertwined with her soul than ever before, because some of her spells are too weak, while other spells are too chaotic, like that last one. And oh, this panel is preem watching Mirage pop off, because with her mutant ability, she's able to create illusions of enemies' greatest fears, and paired with her psionic arrows, they don't know which one to duck and dodge, so they all get it fucked up. Magik standing there, watching Danny Moonstar aura farm like, you're fucking terrifying, as more demon generals pull up. Now this octopus-looking demon general was one of the mages that turned Liminal into what he is right now. They even have mutant researchers on the Hex, waiting for the mutant blood. And she creates a spell attack where she removes gravity, and Magik and Mirage go floating up in the air. And she attacks and kills one of the mutant researchers, spilling blood on the seal. Fuck, Magik and Mirage see this and they're getting pissed. They're trying to fight as hard as they can, taking out as many demons as they can, but they can't just stop it in time. Demon bitch ends up getting away, talking about Liminal's will is inevitable. Magik starts breaking down. She feels like she's losing because both Liminal and Darkchild are getting stronger. She even pops up trolling Magik. Liminal, are you watching? It's my turn to play now. Magik is all like, fuck you, bitch, taking out the demons right behind her. That's a nice panel right there, by the way, too. However, with Darkchild's power, Magik easily wards the seal, contains the barrier. Her magic is singing. Darkchild goes quiet. It's finally over, at least for the moment. So back at base, Ileana and Danny are having a conversation about trusting each other. But then later on that night, Danny and Cal are having a conversation about not being able to trust Magik. And if Magik found out, she wouldn't trust them. Meanwhile, Magik was there listening the whole time. Holy shit, she's broken, sad. It's tough being Magik. This is the cover for issue 5, variant cover. That's my favorite cover, by the way. Sick. Picking up in Ireland at the Causeway Coast, mutant farmers are spotted. Another one of Liminal's demonic generals who used to be one of the mages that created him. And just look at the design on this one, whereas the other one looks more like an octopus and all those tentacles. This one just has like straight up 6 legs and shit, more like a mutant farmer herder and all that. But Magik and Danny go through the portal to battle. Once we get on the other side, 2v2 bitch, Magik and Mirage versus Flame Demon and the Gravity Demon. Look at this shot, they're fucking banging it out right now. Gravity Demon decides she wants to 1v1 Magik, while Flame Demon is gonna 1v1 Danny. Now this action panel was reminding me of Nightwolf from MK and shit, given how Danny uses like enchanted bows and axes and shit. She's looking sick. Just look at this shit she's pulling with her enchanted dragon fire arrows, mate. It's absolutely bloody mental. Nice panel. And then Liminal speaks up and says, "One mutant is not enough blood to break my seal, but you two mages were the ones who used me in an amplification ritual to gain power, and that spell requires sacrifice. Your sacrifice." And fucking slams them together, creates bloodshed, opens up the seal. And Liminal, breaking 3 seals, is agonizing for Magik because Darkchild is playing off that weakness and pain. And then Liminal's coming out like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm free. By the way, Magik, your 3 weeks are up." And he's rising up like an angel of light, demons coming out, and it's having an effect on Magik because Darkchild is about to come out right fucking now. And she just fucking charges in, runs in, ripping off the faces of demons. Magik is trying to keep her at bay, so she takes out a soul sword and stabs herself in the leg just to remain stable. Liminal's actually surprised that Magik can keep Darkchild at bay at the power level that she's at. He tries to trap her in the seal, kicks out Danny. Danny fires these enchanted bows, looking sick as always. And this is where Magik and Darkchild actually sit down and have a heart-to-heart talk, because Darkchild says, "Yes, I was born in Limbo, you were not. I was created to be a tool to protect you, yet you suppress instead of confront." Magik agrees and tries something new. In Limbo, deals are currency. Words hold power. Subversion and interpretation is a language upon itself. So Magik and Darkchild get together to share a hug, and they fuse into something new. But back at the seal, Cal is all like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch, Auxilium Menace!" Sends a spell attack to Liminal, he knocks it out of the way, and he's all like, "Weak little bitch, how is it that your bloodline was able to imprison me?" And then boom, bitch, Magik appears in her new, balanced, mixed, fused Darkchild form, and she looks amazing. Look at that shit, the gold armor on each side and shit. She looks fucking wicked. Peak dark magic aura, best panel in the book is why I read comics. And Liminal might have known about this form because he's all like, "Finally you accept your true self, we are one and the same." Magik's all like, "Limbo was my home and I bonded to it, bitch. You thought I didn't do the same to Earth? I don't tolerate claims to my domain." It's an even fight now, bitch, 1v1. Magik goes in, claw his ass in the face, half his face comes off, and then he reveals his true form looking like a shadow bastard. She gets the drop on him, goes in for the killing blow, but he's all like, "Oh, if you kill me, your world will unravel because my domain is too intertwined with Earth's magic." Magik's like, "Nah, bitch, I'll absorb you myself. I will become the seal." But Cal was all like, "No, you're finally free. The original seal was made and is more effective with my bloodline. I will become the sacrifice." Look at that sick-ass panel with Magik summoning Limbo hands. Amazing. But now they got Liminal bounded. Magik is about to use herself as a seal and absorb his ass. But then Cal's all like, "No, I can't let you do this, Ileana. Cal, no!" And he becomes the seal and fuses with Liminal. Holy shit, it never fucking ends, does it? Now Cal might be a potential demon. So Danny opts to take Cal back to Society headquarters. Magik finally goes back to the factory, X-Men headquarters, to get some fucking sleep. In which she can't even get some sleep. It's midnight. Scott wakes up, and this is how much of a solid dude Cyclops is. He wakes up and sees that Magik is feeling bummed out, and he makes her some fucking pancakes, a true leader right there. And Magik knows that she is appreciated at the end of the day, so she cries a little bit, accepts the pancakes, and relaxes and gets ready for the next story arc. And that was the first 5 issues of Magik. Holy shit, we got the Darkchild form, Dark Magic form, whatever it's called. It's amazing. I can't wait for the next issue. See ya.